voters.
Good morning, everyone. The partisan fighting over this issue is obvious, especially in an election year as we have this year. But as far as we're concerned, the politics regarding early voting are irrelevant. The principle of this case transcends partisan politics. And that's mainly because partisan politics shift with the breeze. But realistic and fair access to the ballot will always ensure a healthy democracy, which is the goal that we all share. Regardless of which political party you align with, no election strategy, I want to stress this, no election strategy should involve making it harder to vote. Early voting is one of the best investments of time and resources that election officials can make. It has been hugely successful, and Ohio voters like it. From a voting rights perspective, it makes absolutely no sense to slash these opportunities. Our political leaders claim they want more civic participation, yet every single election we see them targeting early voting, and every election it's the voters that get caught in the crossfire. It's time to put an end to this cynical behavior. And voters understand this. That's why voters organized a referendum to stop this behavior in 2011 and to block House Bill 194's cuts to early voting from taking effect. The courts understand this too, and that's why they put a stop to it in 2012 and restored the last 3 days of early voting. Yet still, partisan politics play games with this and obsess over early voting. Meanwhile, good ideas that would improve elections, such as online voter registration, continue to languish in political limbo. Freda?
Thank you, Carrie. This case addresses the question, for whom should elections be designed, the politicians or the voters? In the last 5 years, Ohio politicians have tried no fewer than 3 times to slash an early voting period that has been widely popular with voters and critical to improving Ohio elections. So far, they've been stopped, either by the voters or the courts. We're looking forward to the day when Ohio legislators and election officials turn their focus to the many good ideas that will expand access to the vote, to the ballot, instead of restricting it. In the meantime, we continue to stand up for the rights of all voters, regardless of their race, age, economic circumstances, or political party. We're available to answer questions as a panel now. Afterwards, we will remain available for individual interviews.